Okay, so this is part of my part 4 of the video series on December 2025, the Belt Project. So this is a Dollar Tree nail polish right here. It's sparkly metallic. It like reminds me of midnight, clear skies, midnight. And this is what I used. I originally used this one on my first pendant, on the very first one I did on this design. But then I ended up painting over it with this color for some reason. But this color matches more to this rhinestone. You could see this rhinestone's like a iridescent, sort of changes, or it's a color shifter. So it's not just one color, it's like green, blue, and purple. So I'm gonna paint it with this color. See, the plastic gemstones kind of melted, but that's okay, because you could just paint over it and it won't be too noticeable after you apply other things onto the metal. And I do this after cleaning, like scrubbing it off and sanding it with this. Sprayed it with the Quick Clean. Yeah, this soldering is more like with a stained glass. I've always liked stained glass, or like, because my mom's, she collects a bunch of antique glass. So I've always wanted to kind of have that look, but for a belt, like a bunch of belly dance belts, have it kind of resemble stained glass or carnival glass. Kind of what I'm trying to do. I can't find these pendants I made, but I'm thinking about re-lasering them, like laser engraving them. They've already been painted on, and I engraved it, but that was before I painted it, and you can't really see the engravings. But if you paint stuff and then engrave it, you could see the markings. They're more obvious. But that's what I'm going to do. If I find them. They're somewhere, I just can't find them. I have a very messy room I'm trying to organize, but I want to finish this before going back and looking for them. See, it kind of is runny. I don't like that. But I'm going to be painting over this too. This other metal. Either with this paint, it's a bright brass, or something else. I have this other darker bronze color that I like, and it also has a little bit of gold in it, but it's like a dirty dark brown with like metallic gold in it. Yeah, this is not even this is just the first layer. I would, like, once this dries off, I'll do another layer, another coat. So it looks kind of funny, I think, but I don't know if you could see that, or if the light's like, it's sparkly, but I'm not sure if you could see that, how sparkly it is. And that's what I do sometimes if I start using this. Because normally these will come off if you paint it on metal. Like, it already comes off the nail. But it comes off everywhere. But if you apply resin on top, it'll stay. The color will stay. Oh wait, I want to a little bit more because there's a opening here in this part. I'm not sure if you could see that. Just a little bit of an opening. Because it melted. Okay. Whatever, but yep, that's what I have so far. Okay, now I'm going to solder this one, and since my first recording of soldering these corners here was saved onto my phone, I'm not going to do it again. But yeah. Okay, so I just started painting. I did record, but the way it was angled was wrong. It was like, what's that? It's like a TikTok style frame. I do not care for TikTok. Not one bit. I know a lot of people like TikTok. And I know there's a lot of money that can be made on TikTok. It's just you can't. It's not compatible with my phone anyways, because I tried doing some TikTok stuff for my mom, because she likes TikTok. But I honestly hate TikTok. Okay, I'm using this color. I don't know if I like it that much. And I'm going to be painting this with this over here. I'm just using this as a border. But honestly, I'm not sure if I like... This is my first time using this color. This bright brass color. I'm used to using this one, and I really like this one. This color, the Black Flash. But whatever. I'm just going to try this out. Maybe if this looks good with this on top of here, I might just keep it, but who knows. Or paint over it. And this does look different once it's dried. Yeah. These are just what's going to be on the side. I'm going to be doing this piece probably for the final video of this series, of this December 2025 belt project series. And this is going to have a lot more soldering. It's going to have way more. It's probably going to be taking me longer than expected. Because I'm just copying. I decided I might not even do the little pieces. I know I have like little circular coin-shaped pieces that I was supposed to do. But I don't want it too long. Because I only have one sized mannequin. If I had bigger sizes, I probably would make them longer. But it's just like one of the belts that I made that were pretty long. It didn't. I can't really advertise it correctly because of that mannequin is too small. That mannequin's like a petite, tiny lady size. If you're the size of that mannequin I use a lot, you gotta be basically a tiny woman. I would like to do longer, larger sets. But yeah, I'm trying to have my belt catered to smaller size right now, because that's the only mannequin I have. Like, I have other mannequins, but they're smaller than the one I normally use. So, and they hang on the wall. I need one to stand up. Maybe I'll buy one later, but they're way more expensive. Like, the ones that adjust their size, it's like hundreds of dollars. So, I don't have the funds for that yet. I need to invest, I guess. Save some, but I've been buying supplies, I've been paying little bills, and then buying resupplying my stock. And see, I'll just paint over that again. That's just the first layer. And I have to wait till it dries, and then I'm going to laser engrave some of my doodles on here. And then do the final touch on this. I want it to be able to see the, when it dries up, you could probably see it. The little bumps here around the rhinestone. This is a glass rhinestone. This is why it didn't melt. And I would get smaller ones, but I feel like it'd be trickier to solder around them. Because I'd have to find a really small tape and figure out a way for it to stay in place while soldering. Need to get alligator clips. Those aren't too expensive. Or pliers or something. I know I bought Dollar Tree clips. Alligator clips, but they're not the best. They're like close to plastic material, so they're not as strong. Like, they don't have a strong grip. And what I'm trying to do. This is like, I want it to hold down metal. I would make more bales too. Like, I'm thinking about maybe going back to making necklaces and just having this like as a pendant. Small pendant. Oh, I forgot. I need a, what's that? Well, you don't probably need to watch me paint this entire thing. But yeah, I'll come back. I think I need to feed my dogs. So I'll be right back. So quick update. I decided this was too bright for me. This bright brass. I mean, that's why they named it bright brass. It is pretty bright. So I'm not sure if I could, I don't know, vibe with that color or get used to it. So I dabbed a little bit of this Brilliant Flash, Black Flash Color Shift by Folk Art on top of the gold. I'm mixing it, basically. I'm mixing both here. Because I don't want it too dark, but I don't want it too bright. And I suddenly had this idea that popped up in mind. I've been collecting vintage and antique buttons. And I'm thinking of including these two. Here, I have two more. I might do on the sides. I don't know. But we'll see how that goes. I still have a lot to do with this. I might add another layer of purple inside. But yeah, that's what it looks like. I might need to turn this off because it's like you can't really see it. Okay. Yeah, it's pretty dark now, but with the light, I don't know. I do not want to drop this, and it's not even done drying. But let me see if I could lift it. Need to see here. Because, like I said, I'm going to be applying resin all over this. See how it goes. So, I don't know. We'll see. It's probably too tacky, or just, like, I like this darker color because it's more, it strikes me as more bohemian. Has a darker color to it. I'll be taking pictures once I'm done with everything. But yeah, I'm not really quite halfway finished, honestly, because I still have this to do. And I'm going to be adding a bunch of jump rings underneath, and I'm thinking about making charms, but that's a lot more work than anticipated. We'll see, but yeah, thanks for watching.